Hey everyone, we are live. So I'm just testing out a new Wi-Fi system. I want to make sure that the Wi-Fi system is working correctly. So we will get started in just a minute. As you guys can see, we have two boxes that were graciously taped together by Banggood, and it was inspected by the TSA, I believe. So we are going to get started here in just a moment. So if there's anyone out there, just let me know if you can hear my voice and make sure that the live stream is good and you can actually hear me. Hey Stuart, how are you? Stuart Sutherland, always a gracious person on my channel. All right. Always down for a live chat or a live unboxing. Right? Guys, I have my iPad with me today, which is pretty cool. It looks like the quality is pretty bad. Stuart, how does it look like? How does it look on your end for the transmission? It looks really, really bad on my end. It might just be my internet connection though. It's a little bit slow. It's good in Ireland, bad. Okay, Hollywood Fresh. Hi, bro. Low quality video, but good sound. Oh, man. So I'm wondering if I should actually turn off my Wi-Fi and go for LTE. Let me just try this out real quick. I'm going to turn off my pad here. Yeah, the everything looks pretty grainy there. So sorry about that, guys. I'm hoping that it maybe will improve once it actually goes to a live video on my YouTube feed. So, just if you guys are curious, the Thunder Chief is ready to go. I've got my receiver in here, and it should be up for a flight maybe tomorrow. And like I was mentioning on my live feed, it actually just has two servos, but it runs elevons um, on the ailerons and also on the rudder, so on the rudder on the elevator. So a really cool airplane. So it looks like my feed has gotten a much better since I switched to LTE. The Wi-Fi, the business Wi-Fi here is really slow, which is probably why it was so grainy. So hopefully that works out real quick. Let me just check your guys' comments real quick. Let me know, guys, if it looks better for you. And let me see here. Do I have my chat? Oh, here we go. Top chat. There we go. All right. That's a little blurry, but okay. Yes, that's better. Okay, Bradley, RC Rex. Okay, thank you so much. So, Blackie Chan says it's in HD. So maybe if you guys are having a choppy video, it might be your individual internet connection. So guys, these are the two airplanes that we're unboxing today. This is the ZOHD Dart and also the ZOHD Nano Talon. So really cool airplanes. My only problem is that I got these from Banggood and it took a long time to get here. This is probably the longest it's ever taken. It may be because it was inspected by the customs department. Not really sure, but I ordered these three planes. The ZOHD, the ZOHD Dart, and the Nano Talon at the same time as I ordered this airplane from the China warehouse. Now, this one came in I ordered on the 8th of January, and it came on the 19th of January. So that was super fast shipping. This came on Valentine's Day. So yeah, a nice airplane for my heart here. So about, what was that, about a month and a half. So that was the longest I think I've ever waited for a product from Banggood. So it can be variable. I mean, I ordered all these at the same time. One came a full month earlier than the other one. So just take that into consideration when you're ordering. It looks like that the TSA or the Home Department of Homeland Security opened this up. It doesn't look like they did much. It looks like they just cut it here and looked in, but they didn't decide they didn't want to repackage my package unless all of this stuff is from the TSA. But I have a feeling that all this tape was from Banggood because they do ship a lot of things in their all their airplanes like this. Actually, the Phoenix Evolution was packed like that. Somebody mentioned it looked like a giant lipo because of this type of tape. So let me go ahead and start taking this apart real quick. And if you guys have any questions about this, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I will look back at the comments like I always do in just a few minutes here. get right to it here. There's the ZOHD Dart. Now, I'm a little worried about this lower package. It's got a little bit of a bulbous area here. I'm wondering what that might be. You guys remember the the movie There's Something About Mary? What's that bubble? How did you get the beans above the Franks? Oh, one of my favorite movies. Okay, so we looks like we have a little bit of package damage, just some little crushage, but not bad, I must say. For two packages that are just kind of taped together, it's looking pretty good. Now, this is the one I'm actually more excited for than the Nano Talon, because this is a swept wing forward airplane. I have, you know, the mini drac. This thing looks like it's just going to be just a handful of fun. So this is pretty cool. Let me show you guys this real close up here. It's got a nice little carrying handle here. I believe that these wings are held on by magnets, which should be pretty cool. It says specifications. Let's see here. It's made out of EPP. The motor is a 2006 2006 2400 kV brushless motor, 30 amp ESC, which is great for such a small airplane. 2 digital servos. The prop is a 6x3, and it recommends a 1300 3S to fly this. Flying speed is between 17 and 100 kilometers per hour. So I know guys have gotten this thing up pretty fast. So let me just put this aside here, and we'll get to the number 2. And like I said, I'm worried about this little bubbly thing. Unless that's just pure packaging. Let's see what this is. Yeah, I think it's just packaging. Rip and tear, Bruno. Rip and tear. All right. So I think ZOHD, the company ZOHD, has really been hitting it out of the park. Everyone seems to like the products that they put out. So I will tonight be putting some affiliate links in the description down below, because I'm at work here. I can't add the affiliate links from here. If you want to support my channel, you can always click on those links later on. If you do, great. If you don't, I'm happy with that too. So, all right. So this is the ZOHD Nano Talon, and both, by the way, everyone, these are all ready to fly. They contain the servos. It has a pre-mounted motor, I believe, and we'll get into that in just a second. So this one has the built-in stabilizer, and this they call it a snap and fly. Actually, they call that one the snap and fly as well. HD camera plus FPV. I don't think that's included, but we shall check. I wouldn't think that it would be. Specifications. Flying weight is 361 grams without FPV gear. It's EPP, 1870 kV motor, a 2204, so like a standard mini quad battery. Let's see, 8-gram digital servos. The prop is a 6x3 like the other airplane, and this is recommended as a 1300 to 2200 milliamp 3S. Let's see here. This one just says an 1800 milliamp, but I'm sure you could go up to a 2200 just fine. So let me go ahead and open these up real quick. Let me just take a quick peek at your comments, guys. All right, still low quality, black tan. Better now. Okay, great, guys. The build on these will take seconds. I know. They all have the stabilizer, says Lauren Robson. So let me just open these guys up really quickly. I know you guys are probably at work, or if you're Lauren, she's retired. She can stay at home and watch my videos all day long, which I always appreciate. All right, let's get these guys going. If you guys can see my Hardcore 44 back there, I just flew it yesterday with the L9R from FreeSky. First time I've ever flown a wing with my FreeSky receiver transmitter. Worked out really well. Hopefully I'll get a long-range flight control system in there at some point. It's such a fast and efficient airplane. I really would like to do some crazy FPV with that. So since I'm more excited about the ZOHD Dart, I'm going to go ahead and open this one up first. There we go. All right. This is what you're going to see in the package. We've got the wing that's just nicely bubble wrapped. Like I said, there's just a tiny bit of crushage of these packages, but not enough to do any damage, I would guess. So there's the two wings. Here's the two vertical stabilizers. and the fuselage. This is all just going to snap right together. Looks like a really nice instruction sheet for the stabilizer here, and also an exploded diagram of everything that's going on. So let me see if there's has a Spectrum DSM2 port there. I'm gonna really have to read up on the stabilizer, how it's used. So let me put this aside real quick. And we do have our spar here. It's a square carbon or fiberglass. Let me just go ahead and put this box in here. We'll do a quick on-air assembly because I think, like I said, these wings just snap together. It's got to be really, really easy. So looks like we've got a just to go through here. Oh, there's some wires in the way there. Let me pull this up. Oh, there's a prop inside. That's cool. Yep, we got one little wire in the way there. Okay, so we'll stick that through. Alright, so guys, in the fuselage here, you can see that it's got the little stabilizer already installed. All the connections are plugged in already. We've got these, which I'm not really sure what these go to. That's this little collar for something, so I'm going to pop that in the box so I don't lose it. Got the motor out the back here. This is the 2006 2400 kV motor. Should be nice and powerful. It's going to be really streamlined here. Let me pop open these wings. My knife. Where'd my knife go? There we go. Alright, so, oh yeah, it does have these deep magnets, and it looks like that this magnet is going to go inside the wing and attach to the other wing. So there's nothing actually attached to the fuselage, so the wings are kind of going to just be pressing against each other like that. That's going to be pretty cool. You can see kind of the swept forward design here. The other thing you're going to see here is the servo connector is right here. So you, when you plug this in, you're actually not going to need to plug in any servos that are at all. All right, so this is the top of the wing. Got these tiny little servos in here. We'll see how that's going to work out. Let's put this in, and there's also a little magnet that holds in the vertical stabilizers as well. So let's put this guy in here, just like that. Oh man, this thing is cute. I really like it. Let's see here. Alright, here we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, that was pretty hard. Let me go ahead and get the vertical stabilizers out of here. These are magnetized as well. Wow. So this is going to be a really pack-and-play airplane. Like, if you wanted to take this thing hiking with you, it would be a pretty interesting way of going here. I believe that goes like that. There we go. Wow, look at that. Look how cute that is. I had no idea it was actually this small. I was expecting a lot larger. I'm wondering if you could actually wingtip launch this one just the way it is without pulling the wings off. Let's see, how much effort does it take to pull off the wings? Actually, that's actually quite a bit of effort to pull off the wing there. Alright, this thing looks really nice. Go ahead and put the packaging down here. Pop the little lid on there. I love this thing. Look how cute that is. Da, 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 da. So, it looks like you've got a little space here for your FPV camera. And this EPP foam, it feels a little more rubbery than like the standard Bixler type of foam. Pretty unstiff here. Not bad, but it looks like it'll be a really fun, versatile airplane. I'm gonna love flying this little thing. I can't wait to get this thing up in the air. So stay tuned to my channel for the maiden. Hopefully I'll be able to do a live maiden. Looks like you can keep your little battery right up here in the front, straight across here. So putting a 2200 in here would be pretty challenging, I would think. So I will have to do a full video on how to do the flight stabilizer. So it looks like there's a positive, negative here, a PPM, aileron, elevator, and throttle. So these are all one-wire connections here. and a mode switch here. ESC left and right aileron there. Some sort of indicators there. So let's just take a quick look at the Nano Talon real quick. Place that guy right there. And let's just take a quick peek at you guys' comments here. I think Jeff's gonna love this one. They are upside down. I see. I think the servos are the top mount. Yeah. So yeah, the servos are top mounted. That's smaller than I thought it would be. Yeah, it's almost a nano goblin. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Is there a Spectrum receiver port in the included stabilizer? So yes, Mark Dibble. It looks like there is a Spectrum DSM2 input into here, so I'll have to figure out how that works. I'm not quite sure for right now. Let's see. Okay, so let me get to the Nano Talon. Very similar packaging, really nice. It looks like these can break down and just put directly back in the box, so don't get rid of your boxes. So we have wings, plural. We have tail, plural, and fuselage, of course, single, and the same exact stabilizer instruction sheet right here, and an exploded diagram right there. So I'll put that all down here. A slightly larger box, slightly larger fuselage. So if you wanted to do some long range with this little airplane, it would be pretty interesting to see how efficient you could actually get with this thing. And just to let you guys know, I was at Kite Hill this morning flying my Mavic, and I also flew my Aero Commander, which is a great little airplane. So here's a nice look at the ZOHD Nano Talon. Now I also have the Mini Talon, which I unfortunately have only flown one time. It was on its maiden flight. It flies way too fast for me to fly it at Kite Hill. So let's see, how does this come off? Oh boy. The magnets on here are really tight. Oh, okay. Well, oh man, I was about to break it. You just turn this dial, and okay, there's no magnets on this one. I was expecting magnets everywhere. So, in the inside of the fuselage, you get some sort of a looks like a VTX cover or something like that. A prop that has this kind of a weird-looking cap to the top of it. That's really strange. So we'll have to take a look at that. And let's go ahead and put the thing together here. Alright, got our tail section here. Got our wings. And the wings... Oh wow, yeah. What is going on with these wings? There's like no servos installed in here. Oh, the wings get turned by this little square tube right here. So there's actually no servos in the wings. That's right, I forgot about that. Very strange. So you guys can see this here. I'm going to turn this little rod here, and it's going to go up and down. It's got some pretty decent free movement there. I might need to free that up just a little bit, but that's really interesting. So that means that all the servos are in the main compartment here. Has a similar system to put these wings in. This has a little latch instead of a magnet. So let's go ahead and put this in. We're going to need to line up everything here. There we go. There's one wing. Oh, well, this wing went in a lot easier. There we go. Has that little snappy locky thing. That's it doesn't snap it in permanently, but you can pull it out with a little bit of force. So let's take a look inside here. So there's two servos that are way back in there. I can't even see them, so they're all pre-built in there. That I got to turn the ailerons. Very interesting. That would be the first type of airplane I've ever seen that has that type of a system. Now, the tail section does have the magnets in them, And it looks like we've got the same setup here for the tail. Really weird. So we turn the little rod here, and this goes up and down. There's no servos in the tail. Okay, so it's going to basically be like that. It's going to magnetize together. Right on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've mentioned in a few other videos that I'm kind of to the point in my life that I don't really want to build too much, and these two airplanes really kind of fit that bill. I just want to put a receiver in it. I want to put a battery in it. I want to go fly. My life is so busy right now, as I've mentioned several times to ad nauseum. But man, I really like the way these are put together. I think one of these was like $90. The other one was like 70 or 80 bucks, something like that. You get a lot of airplane for your money here, and the convenience of not really having to build is kind of nice. I want to get out there. I want to fly these things. This thing looks like it might actually be able to fly a little bit slower than my standard Talon. I'm wondering if that's the case. Maybe Lauren can chime in there. But I really am excited about this thing. It just looks mean and angry. And it might have like a little bit of a Napoleon complex. There is a guy up at Kite Hill. He is flying his Nano Goblin, and he flew it all the way out to 2 miles. He's got a micro receiver in it. He's got some long range gear on it, but it reminds me of this little thing right here. So this is reminiscent of the mini Drac, except this would be like a micro Drac, and you can see that sweep is way more angled than the mini Drac. So I'm guessing that this one is going to have much more sensitive CG. Now I'm looking at the bottom of the wing here. It does have a CG mark here and here, so let's see where that's going to be. So obviously I don't have a battery in this, so it's going to be right about there. Let's see here. Does this have a CG mark? Yes, these have printed CG marks right here, if you guys can see that right there. Oh, a bottom hatch. Ah, there we go. So this has a couple servos in it here. One servo here. That's really strange. It's such a strange airplane. I'm really kind of intrigued. I want to get this thing up and flying pretty soon here. All right. Well, what do you guys think? If you guys, when we finish this video, if you don't mind putting a quick comment down in the comments below, because the comments that we do during the live feed don't show up. So just pop in there and say, hey, that looks cool, whatever. It helps my video become higher up on the pecking order or the new videos. You know how that goes. But man, I think these things are really cool. They look really tough. Like I said, it's slightly more rubberized than a standard EPO. The EPO, like in a Bixler, is definitely like on the FX61. It's definitely a harder material. I mean, it is flexy, but these have a much more rubbery quality to them. So let me just take a quick peek at you guys' comments real quick, and we will wrap it up here. Thank you everyone for joining me right now. Let's see here. Let's see. Jeff, I want one of those little guys. Alex, come on by. We'll fly him up at Kite Hill. He said you had a little bit of time off, so that's pretty cool. Stuart Sutherland says Matt from Rag the Nuts Off has one of these, and after watching him, it made me go out and get one. I was going to get a mini Talon, but bad for tip stall, so I wanted to get. Went to get this, and I'm glad I did. That's good to hear, Stuart. That's really cool. How much are they? Alex, I mentioned one is 90, one is like 74, something like that. But free shipping, and they are ready to fly. All the servos are installed, motors installed. Just pop your prop on, and you should be ready to go. Prop and receiver, and you don't have to use the stabilizers in the inside of these things. So it's possible that that you don't need to do that. Let's see here. Stuart says the middle section lifts out. Thank you. The top black part opens too, Jeff. Okay, great. Oh, the top black part. Oh, you mean above the wings? That would be interesting. I'll take a look at that in the exploded diagram, Lauren. The prop is self-tightening. Okay, that's good to know, Stuart. Undo the front, then lift the middle section out of the back. Okay. Oh, I see. The back is good for FPV gear. And Lauren says yes, that the Nano Talon is much slower. That's good to know. Those are some nifty toys. Thanks, Flying Flapjack. And Alex says will do. Yeah, come on down. We'll fly on a morning here. Lauren says you'll want a stab for lunch. Stability. She says I should have the stabilizer for launch. That is always a good way of going. Penguins can fly less the stabilizer. It works. It's only a 1 amp BEC. Is that enough? I really don't know. I really haven't really flown with too many BECs besides the ones that are already pre-built into the receivers. So, by the way, best office ever. Yeah, hey guys, I'll take you on a quick little tour here. I've changed a few things in my office here. It's a little bit cleaner, even though I still have a lot of my garage stuff here. Yep, it's enough. Okay, all right, so let's take you guys on a quick little tour. I'll take you guys off the tripod here. I just got a notification from Rag the Nuts Off. Right, really cool. So this is my kind of studio area right here. As you guys can see, I'll try not to move the camera too fast here. If any of you guys know what that is, tell me. You'll win the prize of the day. There's no prize, but it'll just be the prize of the day. So what I have going on down here, this again is some of our garage stuff, but what I have going on down here is a new charging station area. It's a glass table. I've got my sand ready to go, and I'm actually doing a battery check of all my batteries. I had to throw away 7 batteries so far. It's my dental lab area, so that's all my cases ready to go. My my Ridge Rider there. Let's take a look at some airplanes, shall we? There is my Fun Cub. There's that XKA 1200 right there. My beloved KA8, which is not gonna ever go out of my my collection here. There is the Mini Talon, which has had all of one flight, which was a great flight, but just super fast in the landing, as I've mentioned. Here's my EFX Racer, which had a ESC fire, and I had some scale smoke flying out of the back of it. It is ready to fly again. I just have to get it back up in the air. This is my custom paint job, which all flaked off. I should have painted it with some adhesive first. And this airplane, which I've had for years, and I just have never reviewed it. It's a great little airplane, actually. It's a P-51 from Nitroplanes. A really good airplane. Albert Kim and I flew combat with these things, and it just you can really damage the thing, and just it's all mold the EPO, the molded EPP. So it's a thin body airplane. It's just these cheap little things. Got one servo for the ailerons there, as you can see. And a mini quad motor up there in the front. Takes a little 850 milliamp pack. Here's the Hobby King Cloud Surfer, and I don't know if you guys have heard the news that Hobby King is actually doing an affiliate program now, which is pretty interesting. All right, there is one of my studio lights there. I've got 3-point lighting, so I've got this one here that goes from behind me. I've got this one here, and then I have what's called a hair light, which illuminates when I'm doing actual videos, not live things, but really helps to keep everything nice and bright. Lighting is everything, because I hate it when you watch a video and you can't see what's going on. So right here behind the desk here, I've got quads. I've got, of course, the Phoenix Evolution there. Hardcore 44. The Sonic Model HD back there, which I haven't flown yet. This is the... oh, I'll remember the name of that in just a second. It's a V-tail from Hobby King. It's a passer copy, and it just didn't really cut... It didn't really fly very well. I've got a couple of videos on that. Oh, it's called the Spectre, and it's supposed to have a motor on the front of it, but I made my custom nose cone for it. So obviously, guys, there's the Mini Drac, the FX61, and the retired Sky Hunter, which has no motor mount in the back of it. It's just broken out. That's just one of my relic planes. Way in the back over there, that is a multiplex microjet, which flies really fast. Like 130 or something like that. Anyway, really cool stuff. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully you guys will join me for some new live feeds coming up soon. I will do a couple of videos of just me setting up these airplanes and taking them out to the field and getting them ready. And of course, you can look forward to this. I love EDFs. I've only had one, so this is the little one that was being promoted by Flight Test. Just look at the great detail of this. This was as simple to set up as these two airplanes back here that we just unboxed. But look, I love the scale detail of this thing. It's got a little 64 millimeter EDF in the back here, and a little just what I love about this is just all the scale detail. So probably gonna run like a 2200 3S in this thing. Hopefully I can land this at Kai Hill, but I hear that these are able to high alpha just like a regular jet does. So can't wait to get this out there too. Can't wait to share this all with you guys. I'll talk to you later. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. Let me just check your comments real quick just to make sure I haven't left anybody out here. And we'll say goodbye. All right here. I'll put the iPad right here. The Ka-8, love that plane. It's Alex. It's so efficient, and I've seen these things fly on such little wind, and the guys who are really experienced can really make them work really, really well. All right, Stuart says thanks for the unboxing and the sharing, and looking forward to the maiden. Thank you so much, Stuart. And Bradley RC, it's to focus your camera lens. Yes, that is absolutely correct. So if you guys have noticed, like some of my videos, I'm kind of like sitting in the middle of the room. I have this in the background. Well, I'm using a program on my iPhone, which I do most of all my filming on. I'm doing all my filming with Filmic Pro, and I've got all the extra doodads for it. So it runs about $30. So basically, what I do, I have to put my chair here, and I have to focus the camera on this, where my face would be, and then I would have to walk behind the counter and then be here, because I can't just focus on the background there. Then my face will be out of focus. So this is my little stick that I can put there, focus the camera, touch the focus, and then it'll make my face look like it's in focus and the background is slightly out of focus, so it gives you that depth of field effect. So I'm playing around with all that stuff. It's really pretty fun. So that is good answer, my friends. All right, from my laboratory, my man cave, to your man or woman cave, thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. And I'll turn it off right here.